easy to point your fingers to your audience. Tell them to get right like you not in sin. You steady struggling with your ways. Humbleness, transparency is what the church needs today. Nobody's perfect, so please don't act like it. Nobody's perfect, so please don't act like it. Yeah. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I've been screaming in the heat, God, you got what I need. I've been on my own street, but you set fire to my feet. Ay, starving till I eat, so I speak, cause my issues demanding wait over week. Go and I speak, walking on the beat, demanding my seat at the house at my peak. I'm at my plateau, when will God show? I guess I don't really know, so I've been in my bag, hitting my goals, and I'm keeping scores. Cause you'll never really know the value of your journey, walking without hope. So hold on to your savior, cause the world is dark and cold. And screaming through my silence, standing tall throughout my lows. I got 10 toes planted in my face, I won't lay low. Demons do the dash when I say so. And God been listening even though I ain't see my payroll. It's coming, bro. I just gotta grind for my purpose, yo.
Y'all know how I feel about Shakur. Like, I can't stand the tough guy stuff and talk all this rah-rah, but you ducking contracts, or whatever the case may be, or trying to overvalue yourself and say you're not taking that and you move on, whatever. Like, bro, yes, you have unified before, has won undisputed, but that doesn't matter. He unified before, he's a unified champion, won belts. So he had pound for pound talent, but since he's been at 135, he hasn't been looking that well. Some can feel like that he was a bully when he was at 126, you know what I'm saying, 130. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Shakur Stevenson. I just feel like he hasn't looked good at 135. But to really talk about the situation with him and Eddie Hearn and Turkey, like, y'all, it's crazy that, what's his name, Turkey, like, I don't agree Turkey offering him, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount and backing down, but at the same time, things change. Like, it just is what it is. Turkey realized that Shakur is just trying to use him, and he like, nah, enough is enough. Let me drop this, because obviously Shakur kept pushing. Turkey got the money when it comes to Tank, trying to get Tank to come to Turkey so they can get the fight, so he can get his biggest bag. And we talking Shakur, so he can get his biggest bag. And maybe Turkey like realized that. And I made a video about that, about Shakur using Turkey to get the Tank bag. You know what I'm saying? Because he feel like he'll get more money with Turkey than he would if he go to PBC to fight Tank. But obviously, bro, Turkey is not fooling with Shakur no more. So now Shakur he said F the Towel Boys. He talking about Turkey number, whatever the case may be. Also, he's not gonna do business with Turkey no more. That was reported. So my thing is cool on that. My thing is you went from one thing to Turkey to putting on the best fights. Turkey good for boxing. Turkey this and that. And now you don't want to fool with the man because he lowballs you. Like, bro, you got paid. They said what, maybe 4 to 6 million for the Padley fight. You know what I'm saying? That scrub, electrician. You got paid big money for that, man. Why not just take whatever Turkey, even though he promised you something, be like, all right, you paid me this when I felt Padley, when William and Schofield backed out. I'm going to show you some love. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's do it. Let me go on and whoop this dude so people think Williams will pay to have a chance for me. Let me just go and take this bet you're going to give me. And, you know what I'm saying, whoop this dude. And then we move on. Then hopefully I get a bigger bag after whooping Williams and Paler. But shout out to KO because Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he said a point and it makes sense. Like, Shakur paying too many people. He got like 3 different managers. He paying Jay Prince, he paying Eddie Hearn, and some other guy. And that's why he want these big bags. And so they getting a percentage no matter what. So Shakur is like, man, if I only get this amount, they gonna take half of my stuff. So this is the point that KO put out. So shout out to him for that, but that makes sense. But at the same time, you put yourself in that position, Shakur Stevenson. You did that. Nobody else did that. Why do you need all these managers? You don't need all these managers. And then another thing is, they not even like, none of them are taking up for him right now. And even his friend, his big brother, Bud Crawford, not taking up for him right now. But Bud Crawford sure did come at Tank. When Tank said something about Turkey, he took up for Turkey. But his little brother, Shakur Stevenson, Turkey, lowballing him, treating him bad, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you don't want to give him what he said he was going to give him. He ain't saying nothing. He been quiet. Y'all notice he been quiet. He ain't been really saying nothing. It's just crazy to me, man, how these people be moving